defense. Tony, nice win last week against the Washington Hatchets. Just give us a little overview about that game.
Well, I think that game, the way that game was played all started, with our practice week after not playing well at Mount Carmel. We had a good, tough practice week. Our kids responded, and we simply asked them to show up and just play like they're capable of playing. And the kids showed up. They played hard, and they got the game in hand and allowed a bunch of young kids to be able to play.
And this week is the season finale here at Jerry Brewer Alumni Stadium. You got the Mount Vernon Wildcats coming in. What can you tell us about Mount Vernon?
The first thing, when your final game here at home, you got to respect the fact that we have a bunch of seniors that are going to be honored. And, anytime a young man gets through this program, you got to respect that and what he's done to get here. And the success those kids have had is tremendous. And on into Mount Vernon now. Mount Vernon is a team right now that they're doing some basic fundamental things, and they got some things that can kind of put you in a bind if you're not careful and you not know what's going on. So I think this week we've had some good practices, and we hope to defend them. On the other hand, their defense is a 3-4, 3-5 stunt. They're going to bring a whole lot of linebackers at us, and we got to be ready to manage those guys.
Yeah, you did say it's senior night. What has this year's senior team meant to you guys so far this season?
Well, any time you get into situations, everybody can handle all the good times. But you find a true character of kids when something goes wrong. Next thing you know, if you got a bunch of guys that don't know how to handle, you got drama, you got this problem, you got that problem. Our kids have handled most everything, that's been difficult very well, and they understand the demands behind it all. And again, as I mentioned, seniors are a well-respected group here. Our young guys respect them, our coaches respect them, and we're going to try to get them out of here on a good note.
Okay, thanks, Coach. And we're here with defensive coordinator Nick Eckert. Nick, defense put up a nice effort last week against Washington.
Yes, it did. Like I told you last week, we weren't concerned about Washington. We were more concerned about ourselves and what we were going to do on Friday night, and our kids came out and performed well.
You got Mount Vernon this week in the season finale. What are you expecting to see from the Mount Vernon Wildcats?
Well, we got to contain their quarterback. He's a good athlete. He wants to run the ball, even on the quarterback read, and even when he on bootleg pass, when he gets out in the corner, he wants to keep it if he can. So we got to make sure we contain him, and then we got to stop their power play. They run that out multiple formations, and we got to be ready for that. If not, it's going to be a long night for our defense. But I think our kids are better up front, and we should be able to accept the challenge and put it to them.
Now, season finale for your seniors. What have the seniors on that defensive side of the ball meant to you guys this year?
I mean, they've done a great job for us all through their years here at Jasper for 4 years. It's a great honor for those kids to go out on the last game regular season on our field, and hopefully it'll be a win, which in our case it's going to be. So we're fired up for that, for those guys, those seniors, and hopefully they can go out on a good note and get ready for the playoffs start next Friday.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
And we're here with offensive coordinator Jeff Mock. Jeff, nice victory last week against Washington. Got a lot of people in the game, and a lot of people produced for you.
Those games, we knew Washington probably wasn't quite on par with where they've been in the past. They're kind of in a little bit of a rebuilding time here, so it gave us an opportunity to look at some other kids and let them get some situations where the heat was on them a little bit. And they, for the most part, stepped up and did a really nice job.
This week you got Mount Vernon. What are you expecting out of Mount Vernon's defense?
They're a pretty aggressive defense. They've got 3 big interior linemen. They're going to play that 3-4 defense that we've been seeing here that's become popular as of late. It's a good tune-up for us because we'll see quite a bit of that in the sectional as well. But they got 3 big interior linemen. They've got 2 linebackers on the outside that tend to come upfield pretty hard, do a nice job of attacking the ball. They've got 1 sophomore, number 55. The 2 middle linebackers are sophomores. But number 55, Lang, he's a pretty impressive kid for being as young as he is. He does a nice job filling it. He's one of their better players. So hopefully he'll give us a nice challenge and we can continue to get better.
Now, this week's tomorrow night, senior night as well. Tell me what the seniors have meant to your offense this year.
Well, number one, we've got our offensive line is kind of formed there by 3 seniors on the inside. We've got Ryan Hove, Neil Rose, and Craig Sander. Those guys really bring a good attitude and a good work ethic to the offense, and have done a nice job setting the tone for what the offense is going to do. It all starts with those guys up front. Zach Woods made a number of good big plays for us. Philip Hipson kind of came out of nowhere. We've been talking to him for a little bit. Nobody really kind of saw him. He's had a really nice, done a really nice job. Had a good year at tight end for us. And then Nick Hale coming back off some injuries has been a very pleasant surprise as well. We knew he could do that. We saw instances of sophomore year, but he's never been healthy except for this year. So those guys have done a really nice job for us, and we appreciate everything they've done in their 4 years for us.
Okay, well, we'll be back next week to talk to you about the opening round sectional opponent, Evansville Harrison. Good luck.
Thanks, Joe.